which was a 16-team wild card, and they managed to get all the way through that and get to the finals of IPL 5 from there, where they took on this man here, AKM, and his team Colwyn. He's with a different team today, just a couple of guys he brought in to do it with him, and they are doing pretty well so far. And we'll see how AKM does on offense here. He certainly was, we saw him do it at land, and defensively, one of the best players there, I thought, and offensively, not too shabby. So we'll see how he does here. He's checking that cubby area, nobody there, and so he's going to use that for himself. Nope, going to go on down, and still avoiding the rocket fire. Oh, but suddenly Hybrid with a double tap there, and that's going to make things a little bit more tense for him here as he goes to the pole, as he does avoid that one, and that one Hybrid is looking for him though, and he takes Hybrid out with a nice shot from close range. Going to get him a chance to get to the pole here. He's got two guys waiting for him though, and only one armor, so it's going to be a difficult one. He almost looked like he was going to try to juke his way around
the defense.
And sneak past him. Yeah, that
Right.
was a good idea, but Sparko is not going to let him do that, and goes ahead and hits him with the rocket, and now takes the railgun to try to get it done on offense as well.
Yeah, and we'll see how it goes. But as this match just started, guys, again, if you want to take a moment, be sure to tweet out what's going on here and tweet out the stream. Let people know where to come to see the Shootmania action, as we want to see the game continue to grow very, very much. Sparko does get an early pick off there onto AKM. However, he takes a hit there from Hardest, so we'll see how he responds here, as AKM, no disrespect to Hardest and Butcher, but I would say is the biggest threat of the team. And Hardest is taken out there, and there's Butcher. So Sparko will bring his team up 2-0.
And they are just playing well. That's one thing about playing all these games in a row. It seems like, you know, if you can get that momentum going in these tournaments, and then you're playing one game after another, and you just get warmed up, and PyRoGEN is really keeping that momentum going throughout all these rounds that we've gotten to watch them play this afternoon or evening, wherever you are. Hope you're having a good one, enjoying this as much as we are as the Fnatic tournament continues, as Hardest is on the attack here, gonna try to, he's going straight for the pole, and he's got people waiting for him there. Quaco hits him just as soon as he comes in, and trying to line some guys up here, looking at the pole, gets a shot, doesn't quite make it though, as he's going to go ahead, and there's a nice shot onto Quaco, take him out. Hybrid gets him and takes him down to one armor though, and he is at the pole early, a little bit too early to make a cap, and Sparko's going to take advantage of that, get him with the rocket, and they are up 3-0 here.
Oh yeah, and somebody said that they just tweeted me and said that my page is broken on Twitch, and it says it's offline. So I'm not sure if there's something I can do about that or not. If there is, let me know, and I'll, I don't want people to miss this.
What?
Yeah, they said my Twitch page. So it's working for others.
It's working here.
Yeah, so I don't know. But Quaco going to be on the offense, and Hardest backpedals and narrowly avoids that. That was very close, and Quaco baits him out with that footstep. We'll see as Hardest comes out, does get a hit into the armor, so very good job. No pressure really following up as Hardest is still in, and we have AKM playing very back in the mid now, you see. I think that's a bit of adjustment. They know that AKM is so strong on defense, and here he comes swarming in though, does get a hit already. There's a third by Butcher. One player does get it a piece for that team, and I just think that they want AKM to kind of be safe and hopefully be able to stay in that match as long as he can.
Yeah, I'm looking over here, and it looks like your Twitch page is working fine here, so if anybody's having trouble, of course, you're probably not hearing this, but I would say if you're not able to watch it, then F5 to refresh, and failing that, we'll get the gun run to fix it out to the gun run, who always fixes everything. And that's one of the reasons we love the guys here at Twitch. They are very responsive to things like that. As Butcher on the attack here, looking for a shot, misses by 7 centimeters, but Hybrid does not miss with the rocket. Once, now twice, as Quaco hits him, knocks him down to one armor, and he is in a, I don't know, this is usually a hard ramp to get up, but he's just hanging out here, and that gives Quaco a chance to get that third and final shot in on him and go up 4-1. Yeah, that one area we see people have such a lot, when you've got the high ground in this shooter or any shooter, that tends to give guys a chance defensively to kind of put you in a difficult position like that.
Yeah, and somebody in chat is asking kind of about the breakdown of the game. We'll go over it for you, absolutely. The offensive player has 3 armor. They have rockets with about 6 armor in there. Let me get a view of the rockets here. So the bottom left, you see the rockets. I'll go to a defender here again. And they just have that 1 armor. They get hit once they are out of the game and are forced to watch. So you see the rockets over here reloading. There's 4 of them there. They shoot very fast, but they move very slowly. And so you see them, they kind of just put them out. They let them reload there, and they try to corral the defender as much as they can. And so it is 1 defender, or I'm sorry, 1 offensive player versus 3 defenders. However, that offensive player has 3 armor, where the defense only has the 1. And so that is kind of the basis of competitive Shootmania. And so now, oh, go ahead.
Oh, well, AKM just went ahead and took Quaco out there with a nice shot. As I want to shout out to Artemis from Sexdolphin. I see popping in. Hello to Artemis. You need to come play with us more. As oh wow, AKM with the rot block and then the follow-up. He got him, and so now he's going to push up and he's going to go ahead and do it with the rail and take out Sparkow. He doesn't even have to go for the pole cap there, and a nice offensive point there is going to keep this thing close. It's 4-3 in PyRoGEN's favor, and Sparko is going to try to add to that now.
Yeah, this is being a little bit closer than the last map, but early pickoff onto AKM, and that is exactly what they don't want to see, as now it's going to be Butcher and Hardest left. Hardest taken out now, as Butcher will be the last person here. Let's see how they end up responding. In 34-centimeter miss, very close. Sparko now hunting him down like a wolf. Will he be able to get that hit? Goes around the corner, gets the hit. So good job by Sparko, as he has 2 offensive points now. And I really feel like this man boob team, I can't remember what they're called in French, needs to adjust.
Malefiques.
Ah, yes, that, which I will forget again in just a minute. They need to play a little bit more passive, I think. This PyRoGEN offense is just too strong, and it just because of the inexperience of Hardest and Butcher. As you know, AKM, again, Colwyn, probably the best team in the game right now. Is you know, so yeah, he's playing with some friends, I understand, but yeah, play a little bit passive, more passive on the defense, and make them really attack the pole. And I think that'll give them a little bit of a better response. But great job there by Hardest. Gets 2 rock blocks, still able to get the hit with the 3rd. However, down to 1 armor as the pressure now comes out here from the defense. Quaco not able to get the hit, falls back again in a 30-centimeter miss as rockets continually just flying out. He just missed again, gets on the pole, and there's the final hit. And it's going to be 6-3 in the favor of PyRoGEN.
Yeah, I almost called him Le Teuton Magnifique, which I think that's more, I may be getting them confused with Kate Upton or something there. As Quaco on the attack for PyRoGEN now, and we'll see how he chooses to move left or right here, looking for some shots and just looking to see where the defense is at the moment there. And he manages to rock block a shot away, as he's just kind of doing that, using the terrain to just try to bounce. And speaking of bouncing, there's the bouncing rockets, the charge rockets. This is a good place to use them right here into that cubby hole. You can, that's one of the new features where you can, oh, what a nice shot on the Hardest there. As Butcher gets him though, takes him down to 2 armors. Yeah, you can hold down the button and charge up your rockets and then give them to bounce off walls and stuff. We don't see it used as much yet. That may be something that comes into play later. Wow, it gets AKM there and follows up with a shot on the Butcher. Wow, Quaco really getting it done there offensively, and these guys are just really pouring it on in an offensive sense, this PyRoGEN team, and that is making a big difference in this round.
Yeah, the real problem with the bounce rockets is you have to stand still for 6 seconds. That is an eternity.
Oh, that's long.
Yeah, and so once you stand still for those 6 seconds, you can do the bouncing rockets, but it's just not worth it. You know, you're a sitting duck for 6 seconds. I just don't really see the benefit of it. So, yeah, I think that's the main reason we don't see it a lot. Butcher getting those 2 rock blocks, trying to put the pressure on the defender, not able to do so. Sweeping around the defender, comes around the other end, gets hit as Butcher takes out Hybrid. So we'll even it out, 2 defenders versus 2 armor. Will he be able to get another pickoff is the question. Butcher coming in towards the pole, gets that rock block, gets another, and not able to get the hit though. Is going to fall down now, avoids that rocket shot, can't get that early pickoff. Will he be able to get on the pole though to start capping it? He does, 58% though, and he is taken out, and it's going to be 8-3.
Yep, and again, we're seeing how those rock blocks, I think the idea of it was to help the offense, but in practice it tends to help the defense a lot more because you can just fight these guys off a little bit with the rail shots and keep yourself going. And they were able to use it there, and Hardest gets Hybrid with a rocket shot and a second and a third, and just like that, they get a point, and they are staying alive here, 8-4, down by 4, but AKM on the rail, so anything goes at this point.
Yeah, and he is going to be on the attack now. He being AKM, the kind of I'd say he's the captain of this team, and you see him just picking off all these rockets, showboating a little bit for the viewers. I think he ended up getting about 7 of them there, and now he goes on the offense. And looks like he's going to be tracking down Quaco here. Quaco is behind the pole now, looking for that defender. Rotate does get him as Hybrid was jumping up. However, he takes a hit in the back, so ends up being an exchange. And now we got a defender on the pole, a defender on that back column. Will he be able to break down one of these defenders is the question. He's got to try to get a hit here. Gets the rock block, but then a 28-centimeter miss. Drops down, avoids the rockets, just misses as he comes around the side there, and again just misses. Will he be able to get over this hill is the question. Jumps up, gets the sprint in, starts getting that capture, gets knocked off, 76%, and it's going to be map number 2 here for the favor of PyRoGEN. So they will take that 2-0 lead onto Malefiques.